Alright, the countdown has been taken care of. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. And it's the day for the under 1400 guys. And Dishen, a big welcome to you. I think Dishen is back after a long time. All of you who know Dishen Golas, he and his brother were regular at the Vaidya's Chess Hub. So for Dishen, it's a sort of a comeback. So all of you can go ahead and type welcome Dishen just to give him a very warm welcome. Meanwhile, Soumitra says, that's the reason I was asking you to join Google Meet. Okay, because my exams are until March, so Soumitra has a little time at hand so that we can sort out the other settings and other whatever needs to be addressed. Well, yeah, Soumitra will fine tune some timing. Now, at the moment, let me tell you, I've got 3 IDs. Prajna will be my first challenger. Jay is a second. And yes, Rayansh is right. Aryaman's brother. So you remember his brother's name as well. Yes, you are welcome, Dishen. Everybody remembers you. And I hope that you will be regular. By the way, now all of you know that the way to join our hub now is to click on the join button and go for the diamond plan. And that is how it is going to be for anybody who joins the hub hitherto. Okay, that's always the case. This is not for the old members. The old season members are already there with all the features all loaded because they have always been our family members. But the new family members, well, they will have to click the join button in order to access all that we do. All right, now Rayansh has meanwhile just typed his ID. I'll just have that copied. And of course, let me go ahead and start the challenges. There's still a couple of minutes with us. But anyway, I hope that you are all ready to start. All of you have shown great progress. Let me tell you that. Omkar sir is really happy with the way things are going, especially with the seniors. I would like to remind you that every month he plays a couple of tournaments. So anytime there is a break, so for example, this Monday being the break, well, hone your skills, sharpen your tactics or whatever it is that you want to experiment. Maybe you can use the opening tree and everything that I have suggested. And then on the given Monday, bam, you go for it, go for it. Really, I would like to see some fireworks. And that day itself, we had our 3 wins. But unfortunately, Vyang probably had some net issues. It was lack of time. He's playing from his native place. Let's not forget that at all. Okay. Now, the first challenger then, Prajna. I hope you are ready. And Prajna is now going to be soon back, by the way. She is in Surat at the moment. If I'm not wrong, Prajna, you are at Surat, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I hope not, but I don't know. Yeah, so Prajna, there we go. That's our first game. I'm playing black pieces against Prajna. Oh, that's too much. I get to play black pieces against Prajna. What's up with that? She's opened with knight to f3. Let me go with knight to f6 maybe. That's better, right? Let's go for knight to f6. Sir, okay, so for Omkar sir's lecture, Jay is saying that he has not sent answers to Omkar sir's lecture. Let me play a close game here. Let's give Prajna a wonderful chance for a fight back. Aritra, now Aritra, I'm sure that if you like what we do, I'm sure that you can become a member of the hub by clicking the join button. Of course, there are 3 plans, Aritra. You don't necessarily have to go for the diamond plan, but there is a normal plan just to play with me. There is a plan if you want to play the tournaments that we always have. So you can avail of those plans. There are 3 plans, by the way, for those who don't yet know. There is the silver plan, the gold plan, and the diamond plan. And the idea is very simple. We want to promote chess to as many people as we can. And I think online there is much scope. In a class when you are offline, well, there's limitations to how many students you can have. More and Vaidya's Chess Hub will reach far and wide. Soumitra has been asked by Vihang, are you free here? Because He would like to probably play in a tournament. Now the question really is, do I want to take? Big question. Do I want to take? No, I don't want to. This will be interesting. I want to keep. Now this is where the c6 pawn actually helps, because now there is no knight to b5 for my opponent. Now that's why I like that setup. The diamond setup is what I call f7, e6, d5, c6, b7. Especially when your opponent cannot play queen b3, it works really well. Vihang, how is the weather like there? Can tell us more about it. At your native place, what's the weather like there? Ooh, now, of course, here the threat is quite simple to see. If I don't take, then there is always this fork, so I have to take. Now, it remains to be seen with what Prajna will recapture. Oh, she's done it with the knight here. In that case, I have a golden opportunity to exchange and finally bring the other knight on f6. Works well. Oh, Soumitra, what happened to you? Soumitra says it's not well. Concern. Yes, concern. Sure. What's up, my dear Soumitra? What happened? Soumitra is unwell. Let's go for this. Now, Purvesh is here, I believe. Yes, Purvesh. A big hello to you. Why are you late? And I saw new gamers also here. I believe new gamers is Radhesh Savant. Correct me if I'm wrong. Radhesh, isn't that you? Isn't that you? Okay, so now the question really is, do we want to double the rooks or what? I have a better idea. Why not we attack the queen first? Initiative and tempo. Jai says, take care. TC. By the way, it's not ticket checker. Yes, it is Radhesh. So I was right about it. Now finally we have Radhesh who's typed his ID. I wonder why people realize that so late. Well, they should read WhatsApp more often. The message clearly mentioned what to do. Anyway, now the queen has been moved. Okay. And now I would say exchanging is not all that great, is it? Let's double up. Oh, and we have someone from our hub giving the ID. Yeah, that's Namish. Okay. Namish, what took you so long? Waiting for my 7th challenger. Exchange of rooks. For a week. For a week? What's for a week? Did I miss something? Try to fill me in. What's up for a week? What's being said here? Oh, she wants to exchange everything. May it be so. No, I'm not exchanging. Okay. Why does he want to exchange and exchange and exchange? It's beyond my comprehension. Rather, it's prajna, is it not? It was like 5 degrees in the morning. 5 degrees in the morning. What's up with that? 5 degrees. Man, that is really cold. Okay, this pawn is falling. She should not have gone for that actually. Okay, now this is the idea. Do I need to? No, I don't need to, right? Look at how powerful the queen really is. I mean, something that is extraordinary. I mean, the queen is so damn powerful. Realize the power. Hmm. Rajna won't resign. Rajna won't resign. Rajna is like, no, no resignation. I won't resign. I won't resign. Good. Prashna, the only thing I believe you did was to exchange. You should not have exchanged to this point. If you ask me, this was a blunder because you had a very nice fortress kind of built here in the center. I had no access, my king had no access to these squares. So you really were not threatened. So I believe that you should not have exchanged on d4. You were a pawn up here and you could have definitely hold on. Okay. All right. Now, oh, this is the right one. What do you mean by that, Namish? Did you again type something that is wrong? Namish, next time you do that, when I'm not going to again go ahead and select every now and then go ahead and cut, copy, paste. I hope you've done it correctly this time. Now, my next challenger is Master Jay, who's going to help Leeches have some Marathi there. And I'm so proud of him. Okay, Jay, if you are here, 3-2, please. And after Jay, it will be. Okay, yeah. It will be Yatharth. Prajna, don't have to be sorry, my dear. You're playing well. Just remember, Prajna, you should not have taken that knight there, because when my king recaptured the bishop, the pieces got exchanged, the pawn was going to fall. Before that, the pawn and the bishop had a good team. I really had no access to come forward. So you were a pawn up. You won that pawn nicely there, the flank pawn that is. But you exchanged unnecessarily, I thought. That actually gave the game away. But notice at the end how powerful the queen really is. I am playing white against Jay. So Jay probably is going to play the Alaka in defense. Let me play the pawn sacrifice move here. Let me play a pawn sacrifice. Let's see how Jay responds to that. Now this is interesting. A full pawn sacrifice, okay? Full pawn sacrifice, central pawn sacrifice. Now Radesh is saying, please add my name to the list, which is extraordinarily funny. And why is that extraordinarily funny? Because you already have Radesh's name there. So that's why I'm saying it's actually quite funny. It's wonderful. It's attempted humor there, I must say. Just amazing. Radesh, you see your number 5 there in the list? So I wonder what you're talking about. I showed the list, didn't I? I showed the list there. So Jay here is a pawn up. That's a solid thing. And I'm going to control e4 now. Whenever you do that, point, control e4. Controlling that once, twice, thrice. Wow. It's a lot of control on e4. A lot of control on e4, I'm telling you. Now the important move here for Jay. Let's see what he does. We hung with the correct name there. The Zucker thought, yes, that works sometimes, because if the black player is quite experienced with the Alekhine gambit, well, then that's a good try. Ooh, now it's important to remember that Jay did the right thing not to capture with his knight. Otherwise, after the pawn capture, whoa, disaster, there's this fork. Jay did the right thing capturing with the bishop. Now I have to make a decision about how I want to recapture. I want a pawn on e5 here. For some reason, I don't want this knight on f6 for some reason. Now he has attacked the pawn twice. I better provide some defense. Again, a big joke by Radesh. That's the second time in a row, second week in a row, Radesh is making this joke. Now, this saying, I believe you knew your ID, is it not? The last time you were with the hub, you had a leech's ID. If you have a leech's ID and if you are under 1400, they say, go ahead, log into your leeches, log into your account and issue the challenge. Now, Radesh, why I'm saying that you are cracking a joke here is because I cut copy whatever you type. So if you say that there is something wrong with your ID, that means you typed something wrong. So you made the same mistake that you did the last time. And you are saying that I have done something wrong. Why don't you type it properly, Master Radesh? Do that. And then you will find that there is nothing wrong. I don't type it. I cut, copy, paste. That's all I do there. Now I think I know the reason why Jay has played this. He was worried about the sacrifice on h7. Think I've tracked it right. Now Vyang with a question. Do you know that Alekhine gambit exists? Not heard about it. I'll be very honest. I've not heard about Alekhine gambit. What is the line? Share it with everybody, Vyang. Do that. Yeah, now Rayansh believes that, now he knows why his ID looked so different. So Radesh, I hope you've realized your mistake. Uh, let's attack hanging pieces. Looks okay to do so. Then let's do this. With the pawns in this position, it's always important to remember the knight's moves are blocked. So, knights are not doing much in the game at the moment, at least. At the moment, at least. And I am now down to the last 30 seconds. Jay, good fight. Excellent, man. Vihang has shared the line. Let's spin the knight. E4, knight f6, e5, knight d5, d4, b5. Oh, really? Guys, I'm down to last 20 seconds. I better focus on the game. Kindly allow me that. Going to play this. Then do this. This. Then maybe this. Then this. Actually, that was something that was so unnecessary, I feel. B5, huh? B5. Knight D5, D4, and B5. I'm going to try that. I think Jay has messed up a pawn here. Jay, I think you messed up a pawn here, and only you know why you did that, buddy. Now I think you're messing up more. Take that. Yeah, this move was easy. Whoa, what's up with that? I don't want to lock my rook there. I better come back. Jay is playing really fast. Oh, that's bad. That power of bishop is bad. Nobody should be allowed that much of power. Nobody should be allowed that kind of power. You see what the bishop does there? Please type it in the chat. Okay, so let's see what Vyung is saying here. He's saying, oh, the queen was pinned. Okay. Now, he thought that there was f2 hanging. Now, this is the power of the bishop. Look at how the bishop controlled the pawns there. That's why a piece is a piece. I mean, this is really important. You have to type it in the chat. This is the power of the bishop. Saumitra completely understood that point there. The way just, I mean, I will highlight the moves again. This is something that you have to learn. You don't have to sacrifice the bishop here. Otherwise, I mean, turns out that the black pawn will eventually queen. You wait patiently for the pawn, and then you go and then you do that. The only thing here what Jay could have, is probably bringing his king over. But then my pawn only needed 2 moves. So that's the thing. And that is why I actually went all on the king side with my king up there. And now, by the way, very important, now I'm going to bring up the players list and kindly just check if your name features correctly, because this is some kind of a joke. I'm just copying whatever you type in the chat. How can you tell me you got it wrong? I am just copying whatever you type in the chat. I mean, come on. Yes, so we have the challenge. I'm going to play with the white pieces. And the game will be e4. I was actually tempted into playing d4 now. I've never done d4 in tournament, never. Now, what say we do? Let's do the Danish gambit. By the way, Saumitra will be happy I've started working on the playlists quite seriously. There are 3 playlists created thus far. Okay, now this also is interesting. If after knight to d5, oh, he went back. That's surprising. I thought he would play. That's like Yatharth. Now you should learn from this. Everybody should learn, okay? You cannot go back like that, because if you do that, then it's like you wasted 2 moves. Not fair. Not done, man. So now I have 2 pawns in the center. I've given you the pawn back, I believe. Oh, come on. Come on, come on now. You could have easily taken that pawn. You had 2 attackers and I had only 1 defender there. Yatharth and all the other under 1400s who are watching this, this is what you have to learn. If your opponent is showing magnanimity, what is your problem? Take it. Swaroop C is here. By the way, I hope Swaroop has also gone through our plans. And we have some good plans now for membership. So you can support now the Vaidya's Chess Hub in your own way that you like of the 3 plans. Of course, anyone who wants to avail some serious coaching, it's always this diamond plan that I suggest. I remember Magnus Carlsen doing this against one of his friends when in a tournament, e4, knight f6, e5, and the knight went back to g8. Even after that, Magnus managed to win with black pieces. Point noted there. And that game is there on YouTube for everybody to watch. Yes, Swaroop, what's up? Well, that's the best thing. What I shared with you at the moment, what's happening is we have come up with 3 plans for membership. Yes, it is a sort of trolling. Yeah, it is completely. What else would you say? Now, let me play knight c3 and let's see if Yatharth understands the threat. Yes, Swaroop, thank you so much. But that's what I'm saying. Whatever it is that you find Vaidya's Chess Hub does for you, your plans do help in strengthening us and whatever it is that we can offer more. There are 3 plans. Go through them. By clicking on the join button, you'll realize all the 3 plans that you can avail. And by the way, I'll communicate it to Omkar sir. By the way, you can also leave comments. Sarup, just go ahead and leave the comments. I'll approve the comment. Oh yeah, but good that Yatharth realized that the threat was bishop b5. There was a pawn on c6, so knight c6 would have also resulted in a piece loss. He promptly took the queen back, but that means that the queen went back, the knight went back, everything is retreating. That's not such a wise thing, is it? He still doesn't have the knight c6 move, the pawn that he could have immediately captured, by the way. Now that is again good thing. Very nice. He is doing some serious thinking here. I am happy because he realized that knight b5 and knight c7 with the rook was always the threat. So he cut off that move there, knight b5. Only if only, oh what? King to d7 is simply extraordinary. Just to get that bishop out of a pin, you do all that. Oh, just to get the bishop out of that pin. Okay, Vyang, all the best. If you're playing the tournament, that is. Now, let me just do this. Let's see if he sees the threat now. Yes, Varu, King d7 is a serious threat to your own self. Not for the, come on. Now, such a good, thoughtful player you gave me this for. Was not expecting that. You were thinking well all this while, Yatharth. What happened there? And by the way, if your queen recaptures, the bishop on e7 is also hanging. Please keep that in mind. The bishop supporting the knight, don't take that. Now the bishop is again hanging. The bishop is hanging. Now don't take with the queen. That's checkmate. You take with the queen, that's checkmate. Thank goodness it didn't take there. But anyhow, wouldn't this be checkmate now? Double check. Oh, double checkmate. Oh, he's gone there. Okay. Can't take it still. It's just checkmate everywhere. Oh, I thought he'll take my bishop. He didn't do that. I thought he will go for bishop. I'll go for rook that way. But I'm down to last 14 seconds, by the way. Double check. The power of the double check. What? I mean, this is amazing, isn't it? The power of the double check. And he fell for that. The queen had nowhere to go. The queen, I mean, I don't know. Queen b6 was also checkmate. Let's see, queen b6. Yeah, queen b6 was also checkmate here. If I had played queen b6, would have been quicker way to win. But, come on, I was down to last 15 seconds. Couldn't spot all that much. Ayush Tavde, you are welcome. Welcome to the channel. If you are wishful of playing, it is your day. Just type your ID. All the members can. All the members of the Vaidya's Chess Hub can type their ID. If they're under 1400, it is your day today. And by the way, let me bring again the list in front of you. Next opponent is Reyansh. After Reyansh, it's Radhesh, Namish, Purvesh to follow. All right. I get white pieces against Rayansh, who last time played really well. Let me go ahead and play the Danish. By both Swarup, Vihang means that he plays e4 and he also plays d4. Depends on whether you're in a mood to attack an open game or you're in a mood for some good old positional play. Now that's not a great thing to exchange that knight there because the queen kind of gets centralized there. Now even if you push c5, well, those are the squares for the bishop. And in this line, if I am not wrong, white should go for the queen side castling because any which ways now the queen is on the d4 square makes a difference. Normally the queen would need a move, and so castling on the king side is the way to go. Now remember queen and bishop, well that's what you call is a battery, and I'm going to castle here. Well, I hope that he does not do long castling. Very good. Otherwise, a7 was the trick. Hey, monitor is late. Monitor. What? Yeah, h4, h5. Let's do that. Let's do h4, h5. Let's do that. Ayush, meanwhile, with his ID. The Ant-Man. Ayush is our very own Ant-Man and becomes my 8th challenger. Well, now this is very interesting. Avadhoot is saying sorry for delay, and my ID is Avadhoot. Okay. Avadhoot, by the way, what happened? Why was there a delay? And Avadhoot, I hope that you also now know that any new admissions will have to join the Vaidya Chess Hub using the YouTube and become our member. Now the point is bishop b5 is also a terrific idea. I would like to execute that idea. Let's see if I'm allowed. Yes, so monitor is late, but he has read WhatsApp. He knows about all the latest things that have been uploaded. Nice. So always remember, next time your friend asks for Vaidya's Chess Up, just ask them to go to YouTube and click that join button. Oh, we have been allowed that. How kind of him. Rayansh, that's a simple queen trap. And I thought he would go for a6 to stop this, but then I had f5 and the bishop was lost. Guys, I thought he would go for a6 to stop bishop b5, but then we had f5 to block the bishop, or rather to trap the bishop. By the way, guys, I need people, as we are growing on YouTube, we need more moderators and people who can take care and manage and create puzzles, videos, interesting content. So let's see, we can have more volunteers. I will need that, and as and when I need them, I'm going to tell you all about it. This will be a very interesting check. The reason I say interesting is because either he pushes his king to f8 or he goes there, and that means come back, right? Oh, he's taken there. We take with the rook. I knew that. So let's first give a check, ensure pawn safety. Later, you know what? We can just come back all the way. Hey, why? I gave the check to safeguard this. Oh, that's not done. Man, that is really not done. Nah. Okay, let me just defend. When you give your opponent so many freebies, it is tough to continue. That was a simple gift, let's say, I mean, avoidable. Oh, Avdut will use his new ID. I'll take that. Okay, Avdut, I'll take your new ID. We play with a new ID. Now, I hope that Rehansh realizes the threat here. It is very simple to see. I'm attacking your rook twice. Good that you did that. Otherwise, I was attacking this rook twice and it was defended just once. Either he moved the rook or he exchanged. But you were a piece down. I thought you would not exchange. When you are a piece down, why would you want to do that? Okay, Avdut, I'll take your new ID, by the way. Oh, that allows me this. I thought he would go for b5. That would be a blunder. Now these are just mopping up operations. Good to see that there is no resignation. He just keeps he just wants to play. He just wants to play. That's a fork. This is forced. Which means now that I can go for check and win pawns. Good if I can win the pawns on the dark squares. Mm-hmm. I wanted an easier mate here. Don't want to just keep playing like this. No respect. Yeah. There's nothing called as respect. What's respect? It's just chess. You have to play. That's it. I will also keep toying. Okay, let's keep toying. He wants to do that. Let's do that. No stalemate. He has pawns. No stalemate. He has pawns. There's no stalemate. That was a good idea actually. We could have made all the queens. That's a good idea. Now, one with the corrected ID, Rajesh, you are up next, and this is the list. Okay. Well, who's up next? Radesh, Namish, Purvesh, Ant-Man, and Avdut. All right. No results. Why do I get no results? Radesh, why do I have no results here? Look at what I get, buddy. That's a good one. Swaroop, will Omkar sir cover this checkmate with two queens? I doubt that. Meanwhile, Radesh, look what we have here, my dear. We have no result. Reyansh, don't be sorry, you played well. Radesh, I'm going to try one more time. Avdut, don't worry. I'm improvising on your new ID. Don't worry about that. But Radesh, you have to do something about result not found. I'm getting that message, buddy. It says there's no such player. No results. Look at that. No results. I'm going to play Namish first, and then probably if you have not logged in, but I don't get that account at all. It says no result. What's that? Radesh, please check if you have typed everything correctly. I get when I type the ID that you have given me, it says no search result. That's it. No result. 0511 5011. Okay. After Namish, let me again get back to you. We'll play a game, and after Namish, I'll try it with your new and corrected ID. But please, Radesh, please, next time just type it properly. I have corrected it now as this. I hope this is what you want, Radesh. Meanwhile, Namish is also gone for e4, e5, and I am going to play the proper knight f3. Let's go for some proper Spanish or something here. Ooh, not the king flying all over. Let's play Italian and let's go for the Evans Gambit. Last time, who was it, guys? Who was the player? I played the Evans Gambit the last time. Who was it, guys? And this is again the start for the Evans. Soumitra was there last time also, I remember. This is the Evans Gambit. And I'll probably make a video on this in the days to come when the corona vaccination and everything is taken care of and we finally get to a place. We'll start uploading fresh videos. At the moment, live stream is taking everything. All the attention, all the limelight. Besides, of course, the uploads by Omkar sir. Molai sir will also pitch in. Why is Namish taking so long to take the pawn on b4? It's free. Is he offline or he's taken that finally? So now bishop c5. And the main thing here is d4. This is interesting. I will allow this pawn. Now I will castle. Now remember, I don't take this back because then he has again bishop b4, which is an annoying check. Now this gets interesting. Now this gets really interesting. And I remember, I was talking last time, I remember my school days. If I'm playing like this, I remember my school and college days. These were my openings. Attack, or sacrifice a pawn or two here and there. But, well, yeah, sure. Oh, Jai says he was working on his chess website while he was watching the stream. That's excellent. Jai, I'm impressed with you, man. Let's see, now he's taken that pawn. So now I have to take with the knight. However, there is one small twist in the story. I can go for bishop takes f7, king takes, and queen d5 check. And that is very tempting. When you have sacrificed the pawns, you want some compensation. So the compensation that I will get probably here is that this king will move. I'll get a pawn back because now I'm down to 5 pawns and he still boasts of 7 pawns. Now this is typical even in the Danish gambit. Some comments. Very common idea this. Now the worst move for Namish will be king f6. You don't want king f6, trust me. Better go back there. Sure, why not? I will tell you why not king f6. because then I had a super cool bishop g5 check and the queen will be history, would have been history. Now this is interesting for many reasons. Number one, he doesn't have the castling rights anymore, cannot castle anymore, you see. Let's take back with the knight. Although I'm sure that I should have played e5 here. Yeah, he's punished me for that. I am very sure that I should have, for sure, you know what? I surely should have pushed the pawn to e5. Then he would not have d5, d6 so easily. The file would have been cleared. I would have gotten my rook to e1. Now I think he's giving me another fork here. Now the question is, how does he say, oh, he's going back there? I had not thought of that. He's going to go back there. I thought he would play a move like c6, blocking the check and also defending the knight with the queen. I'm attacking b7 here, buddy. Jay, by what time will your website be active, Jay? And if your website indeed is active, I will like to collaborate. You know, the Vaidya Chess Hub and you can do something with great collaboration. What say, Jay? And you also, Jay, can think of ideas of how we can work in collaboration. That would be a wonderful thing, Jay. I thought of this yesterday, in fact. Let's just take here, because the beautiful thing about this capture is that he will have to take with the knight. There you go. Had to take it with the knight. Nothing works. Nothing else will. Big question, does he take the knight? He did not take the knight. I'm surprised at this. Why possibly could that have happened? Jay is saying that I'm working on it since the 9th of this month. Okay. So that's only like 3 days or 4 days into your project. But Jay, just remember what I said, man. Okay. That's made, right? Well done, Namish. And now, Radesh, I'm going to try your ID now. By the way, it is only 10 minutes. You know, the time that's left is 10 minutes. Those who will probably not get the turn today, they will get the turn the next week. They will be the first. Remember what I'm saying, guys. What did I just say? Those who will not get the turn today, because it's 10 minutes left, they will get the chance next time first by priority. Please make a note of that. Okay, as a priority. So let's see. I'm playing with Radhesh here, after which I have Purvesh, then Ayush, and then Avdut to play. Let's see if I can finish games faster. I will try to really finish the games fast here. Let's see if I can do that. Let's play fast. So I'm hardly using any of my time here. Radesh, you should use your time. And what I notice again about Radesh is same what I noticed last time around as well. It takes the equal magnitude of time. Notice how his game works. Okay. He doesn't have the pawn push. Oh, he doesn't have the pawn push. Why did he do that? He doesn't have the pawn push. Okay. Interesting. That's a blunder. That's a blunder. My bishop will come back. Ooh. That that was the thing. That's I mean the thing is that the bishop comes back to take the queen. I'm sure the juniors have learned now a lesson here. Sure, right? My bishop is really oddly placed. Very oddly indeed. Don't do that. That's just far too easy. Oh, yeah. Thank you. It was Namish who first reported, and then I believe it was Purvesh who said that the board's not appearing. Okay. Apologies for that. But always be quick to say it in the chat. That helps. Should not have done that. The pawn was there, beautifully covering everything that was needed, controlling the b5 square. That's 2 pawn loss. Okay, I just have to make a passer here. That's the thing. When you have two weaknesses, I mean, the king cannot control both. The only thing. No stalemate, by the way. Check. 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 This is a very interesting checkmate. Very interesting way of checkmating this. Now notice that squares are all taken, so that's nice. Okay, guys, I think we are going to stop now. Let's play one more game. Purvesh, one game I'll play. This is the last game I'll play, guys. This is the last game I will play. Purvesh, be quick with this. Guys, this is the last game I'll play. It's almost 7, but just one game is what we can. Just go ahead and enjoy this. Purvesh, if you are there, accept the challenge. One last game where from 57 to, it's now 58 almost, but let's play one last game and then stop. I don't know. Purvesh, are you there? Yes, Purvesh is there. He has accepted the challenge. And I get to play black pieces. So Purvesh, let's start the game. So the only players remaining, who will they be? Will be Ant-Man and Avdoot. You will play first the next time. Purvesh, what's up? What's taking so long, my dear? Play. Waiting for you. Start the game. Yeah, finally. We have a move. I'm going to play super aggressive and I'm not going to use much of my time. Let him use his time, by the way. No problem there. Oh. Exchanges. Good, he paid attention. Otherwise, the rook would have been in a great trouble here. I'm not sure. I should have played the bishop to e7. Bishop c5 would have been just fine. No idea, but I did that. I guess now let's do this. Now there is no mate because I have a knight here, Purvesh. Good plan, good idea, but you don't have a checkmate there. A big question is, can I go ahead and pin his knight? Can I do that? Is that possible? Good to see Purvesh using time there. Now what's the threat here? He wants to take here. Whoa. Very, very interesting indeed. He wants to take on h6 because there was this pawn pin, Purvesh. Point noted, and that's nice. That is brilliant. Our master Purvesh is really, really working hard here, I must say. I am mighty impressed. And he's further impressing me. Yeah, more and more. Very good. Vihang says, I'm having a good performance now, which is brilliant. What exactly is your performance like? Please tell us. Okay, now I think that's the mistake. He's given a pawn here for no reason. Please safeguard b2. Oh, he has not done that. Now how will you protect a2? Hmm. Well, well, well. Trying to get 2207. That's amazing. That is amazing. We hung. That is brilliant. That is just super. Just super. Amazing. I mean, a performance of about 2200. Just keep up the good work and post it on our YouTube, or rather on WhatsApp group. Okay, so now the rooks are exchanged. Oh, sad. I have a windmill idea here. It's a check. Save the pawn, buddy. Why would you not do that? Okay, well played, Purvesh. Well played. All right, guys, we'll stop for now. It's already 7:05. We will play with, I'll repeat, with Ayush and with our Ant-Man and with Avdut as a priority the next time we have this session. Kindly remind me of this. Whenever they come on the chat, they are the first ones whom I shall play with. Okay. Aritra, yes, I was talking, Aritra, about our plans on YouTube. Please join as a member. There are 3 plans, Aritra. Go ahead and select the one that you like so that you are officially a family member of the Vaidya's Chess Hub. Look at the join button that you see on our channel. There are 3 plans, the silver, the gold and the diamond. Choose what is best for you. We will stop and we will meet now. I believe we have a tournament to play on Monday. We will now play tactics on Wednesday. By the way, those of you who have not yet left your comments for Omkar sir's lecture, do that. All the answers to the puzzles as one comment. Just go ahead and do that. Take care. Bye-bye.